It's sitting right there on your kitchen counter. You've chopped it into stews, tucked it into sandwiches, maybe even shed a few tears while slicing it. But what if I told you that humble onion could actually save your life? Not in some fancy far-off way, but right now tonight, in your home, for things you thought needed a trip to the doctor or a trip to the pharmacy. Stubborn cough. That onion might help you sleep again. Upset stomach. There's a remedy with onion juice that works in minutes. Feeling a cold coming on. People have used onion slices on their feet for generations to draw out toxins while they sleep. And here's the best part. It's safe. It's simple. And it's been hiding in plain sight all these years. If you're over 60 and want more natural ways to stay well, keep watching. This might be the moment you stop seeing food as just fuel and start seeing it as the medicine your body's been waiting for. Let's talk about onions, and why this everyday vegetable might be the most overlooked healer in your kitchen. Doctors today are starting to rediscover something our grandparents knew. Without needing a medical degree, onions are powerful. Packed into each layer of an onion is a blend of nutrients your body craves. Vitamin C for one, which helps your immune system stand strong. Vitamin B6 to support brain function and mood. And then there's quercetin, a natural antioxidant that fights inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and even helps balance cholesterol. But it doesn't stop there. Onions contain sulfur compounds that help thin the blood, reducing your risk of blood clots. Their fiber supports healthy digestion. Their potassium helps regulate heartbeat. And their antioxidants. They guard your cells from damage, potentially reducing the risk of diseases like cancer and heart trouble. For seniors, this matters. Your body changes with age. You become more sensitive to side effects from medications, more vulnerable to infections, and more in need of gentle daily support for circulation, memory, and energy. And that's where onions shine, not as a miracle pill, but as a quiet, dependable helper in your kitchen. Studies now show that people who regularly eat onions have lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. So maybe it's time to go back to basics. Maybe it's time to take a second look at the foods we've overlooked and realize that the simple onion might be doing more for your health than you ever imagined. If you've been coughing through the night, struggling to breathe deeply, or waking up with a heavy chest, you're not alone. For seniors, coughs can linger longer and disrupt sleep, energy, and even appetite. But there's an old-fashioned remedy you can try tonight, one that requires nothing more than an onion and a little time. The first method is a warming chest rub. Just finely chop a fresh onion and mix it with a tablespoon or two of coconut oil until you get a soft, spreadable paste. Apply it directly to your chest cover with a cloth and keep it in place with a soft towel or wrap. Leave it overnight while you sleep. The onion's natural vapors help break up mucus, ease inflammation, and calm coughing. Many seniors report waking up with clearer lungs and easier breathing. Prefer something to take by mouth. Try onion syrup. Peel and slice a large onion, then cover the cut sides with a generous spoonful of sugar. Let it sit for an hour. What you'll see is a golden syrup collecting at the bottom. That's your cough remedy. Store it in the fridge and take a tablespoon twice a day. It's gentle, drug-free, and incredibly effective for dry or phlegmy coughs alike. You don't need to suffer through the night or reach for harsh medications first. Sometimes the most soothing medicine is what your grandmother once kept by the stove, and it's waiting for you in the produce drawer. Nausea doesn't just make you uncomfortable, it can ruin your whole day. For seniors, it might show up after a heavy meal during illness or as a side effect of medications. But here's a gentle remedy that might surprise you: onion juice combined with peppermint tea. It's a technique used in traditional households for generations, and for many it works faster than antacids or ginger chews. Here's what to do. First, grate one large onion finely. Then wrap the grated onion in a clean cheesecloth or thin kitchen towel and squeeze it to extract the juice. Set the juice aside. Next, brew a cup of strong peppermint tea and let it cool. Peppermint calms the stomach, while onion juice stimulates detox and balances gut bacteria. Now you'll alternate: drink 2 teaspoons of the fresh onion juice. Wait 5 minutes. Drink 2 teaspoons of the cooled peppermint tea. Wait another 5 minutes. Repeat the cycle as needed, but do not eat or drink anything else during the process. Most people report relief within 15 to 20 minutes. The queasy feeling fades. The urge to vomit settles. And best of all, you're using ingredients you probably already have at home. This remedy is especially helpful after a holiday meal, when medications upset your stomach, or when you just feel off. So next time nausea strikes, skip the pharmacy run and reach for the onion. Sometimes the best medicine is the one your body already understands. It sounds like something out of an old wives' tale, but many seniors swear by this unusual trick when they're fighting off a cold fever or just feeling run down, placing raw onion slices on the soles of your feet overnight. Yes, your feet. The idea comes from ancient practices of reflexology and detox. The soles of your feet have thousands of nerve endings and sweat glands. When you apply something like onion-rich in sulfur compounds and natural cleansing properties, it can help stimulate circulation, support detoxification, and even ease symptoms. Here's how to try it. Slice a raw onion into thick rounds. Place 1 or 2 slices on the bottoms of your feet. Wrap your feet in plastic wrap or press the slices into your socks to keep them in place. Go to bed as usual. By morning, many people report feeling lighter, breathing easier, or even having a reduced fever. There's limited formal research behind it, but anecdotal stories abound, and when the remedy is safe, natural, and simple, why not give it a try? For those of us over 60, every little edge in health matters. And sometimes it's the quiet rituals like slipping an onion into your sock that bring the greatest comfort when nothing else seems to work. Earaches aren't just for children. Many seniors experience them too, especially during allergy season when sinuses swell or when mild infections sneak in. Instead of immediately reaching for over-the-counter drops, consider an old home remedy, the onion poultice. It's simple, safe, and surprisingly effective. Finely chop half an onion. Wrap the chopped pieces in a double layer of cheesecloth or a clean, thin towel. Warm it gently either by setting it near a warm stove or briefly microwaving for just a few seconds. It should be warm, not hot. Gently place it over the affected ear. Use a soft bandage, scarf, or hat to hold it in place. Relax with it on for up to 10-12 hours or overnight. The heat and vapors help open up the ear canal and reduce pressure. Meanwhile, the onion's natural antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties may help ease the infection and pain. Many older adults find this method comforting, especially when they want to avoid extra medications or chemicals near sensitive areas. As always, check with your doctor if pain worsens or persists. But for mild discomfort, this forgotten remedy may be just the quiet kind of healing your body appreciates. Onions aren't just for eating, they're surprisingly useful all around the house. In fact, before chemical sprays and store-bought cleaners, many households relied on onions for cleaning, purifying, and even repelling bugs. Cut a raw onion in half and place it in your bedroom or living room on a small plate. Onions absorb odors and may even help trap airborne toxins. Some people place them near their bed when feeling under the weather. Just be sure to replace the onion every day or two to keep it fresh. Hate mosquito bites. Rub a slice of raw onion directly on your arms or legs before going outdoors. The strong sulfur compounds deter insects naturally, no sprays, no chemicals. Make a simple disinfectant by mixing equal parts vinegar water and cooled onion water. Spray it on countertops or cutting boards. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Then wipe clean. Rub a sliced onion directly onto your cast iron pans to help prevent rust. Let it sit for a few minutes, then rinse and dry as usual. Some seniors use onion juice to help with thinning hair. Just massage onion juice into your scalp once a week, leave it on for 30 to 60 minutes, and shampoo as normal. The sulfur may stimulate hair follicles and improve shine. Rubbing onion slices on copper pots or glassware helps bring back a beautiful shine, no fancy polish needed. The truth is, onions have served as a quiet, multi-purpose helper in homes for generations. You just might look at your pantry a little differently now. Even though this video is mostly for seniors, many of you are also proud grandparents. And sometimes the wisdom you've gathered becomes the quiet comfort a younger parent desperately needs, especially when caring for a crying baby or tending to a little cut. If your grandbaby has colic, those endless hours of unexplained crying, there's a gentle, time-tested remedy worth trying. Slice 4. Thin pieces of yellow onion. Simmer them in 2 cups of water for about 10 minutes. Let it cool completely, then strain. Offer the baby 1 to 2 teaspoons of the onion tea up to twice during a colic episode. The natural soothing compounds in onion help relax the baby's belly and calm digestive spasms. Of course, always consult the pediatrician first, but many families have used this gentle remedy for generations. Now, what about minor cuts? That thin papery skin you usually peel off and toss away the translucent layer between onion rings has antiseptic powers of its own. If you get a paper cut or a small scrape, try this. Clean the area gently with water. Press the onion skin over the wound. Let it dry and seal naturally. It helps stop bleeding and protects against infection. Simple, clean, and natural. In a world full of packaged medicine, there's something deeply reassuring about turning to nature and to remedies that once lived in your mother's kitchen drawer. Sometimes healing doesn't come in a bottle. Sometimes it's hiding in a bulb of onion,